Good morning, kids. So this morning we're going for a little bit of a walk. We're in Barry, Illinois, and that's an old Phillips 66. This used to be called the Barry Travel Plaza, something like that. And Pilot Truck Stops is renovating it. And right next door is an old Wendy's location. Yeah, I figured it's always good to get out of the truck and walk around a little bit. And one of my favorite YouTube channels, a couple kids actually, Lyd Wetzel and Manny Quackiao, they do a lot of urban exploring and stuff, mostly Kmart's. The kids remember Kmart's? They still have Kmart's in Guam, by the way. And figure I'd walk around and check this place out. So I don't have much information on it other than it's abandoned. I guess I'll just add it to the video later. The building's in not really good condition. I can already tell, like the roof's separating up there. But it's a brick building. It's built pretty strong. Right there, the drive-through window lane. But as you can see there on the sign, Phillips 66, it's a Roadie's truck stop. We're parked over there in the dirt lot. There's a lot of potholes and stuff. It was quite the excursion to get parked last night at 11:30, I think. But here's the main dining room. It's still got the chairs and everything. A lot of these old Wendy's become Mexican restaurants when they get repurposed. I'm going to try to block the video a little bit so we can see inside. It'd probably be better to put my phone up to the window. But I don't see any birds flying around inside or anything crazy. Do you? I'm kind of wondering, see how like the metal's dented? Is that hail damage? We're in Barry, Illinois, and I know they get tornadoes and stuff out here. So that's your main entrance. Locked up tight. Still got lights and stuff right there. LEDs. That's where you hook up a hose for, I'm not familiar with that fitting. Is that for like the CO2 for the Coke machines and stuff? Because there's a normal, you know, spigot. What do we got here? We got a warning sign. All activities are recorded on videotape to aid in prosecution of any crime committed against this facility. Interesting. You see a camera anywhere that's not the one I'm holding in my hand? We're using the GoPro Max 2. Yeah, telephone network interface. Power meter's still running. It's a big old transformer. So they got some pretty hefty electricity going to the building. Let's check out the where the drive-through menus and stuff were. So these ones are kind of cool because in the morning you've got two different menus, right? You've got like a breakfast menu and like a lunch dinner menu. And surprised they haven't all been destroyed, really. But you see how they turn, and you put your menus, a different menu on each side, right? This place must not have been abandoned for a long time, because usually all this stuff would be completely destroyed by now. The local kids getting crazier than the Cheese Whiz. But yeah. And then over there's your dumpsters and the exit. It almost looked like they built the parking lot huge. Like the restaurant can probably only hold 50 people, but there's over 100 parking spots here easily. It's kind of weird, right? And then usually this would be the menu for the combos, right? So the building off the back there, that's usually the cooler. So that's where, you know, freezer and all that crap. The first drive-through window, it's usually where you pay for your order, right? I need to sneeze. Oh, disgusting. The cash register's been taken as I wipe the boogers from my face. But it's still open. You can see in the kitchen there, barely. Look at the wasp nest. Another angle of where the cash register used to be. They yanked the cash register. It's still got the money trays. And then this side is where you pick up your orders, right? You still got a register there. And the readout. A wash station, a coffee machine area. This one's got sensors on the ground, you see that? I guess the sensors are to tell you when there's a car at the window. So, straight across from us, there's an outlet with a GFCI on it. You can see the lights on it, so the building still has power. Everything in the kitchen's stainless steel. Like a building like this, it must have cost at least $1 million to build, you would think. Especially since it has to be built to like Wendy's standards. Got another entrance. There's no way it's unlocked. It looks like it's actually bolted from the inside. But it's kind of like a little mud room here. In the Midwest, they make, you know, it isn't a direct entrance into a restaurant. That keeps the air conditioning from working too hard. Air conditioning is heat and air, you know, cold and hot. Another view of the restaurant. I don't know if you'll be able to see anything with the 360 cam because of reflections on the windows. But yeah, the trees are dying. Somebody needs to get out here and water those trees. So there you go. Abandoned Wendy's in Barry, Illinois. So in May of 2012, this is what the property looked like, according to the Google Maps. So that was only a decade ago, right? 2012. And that's as close as I can get with Street View. So there you go. Alright, so here's the location of that old Wendy's. Next to the Barry Travel Plaza. Middle of Illinois. So, thanks for checking out an old abandoned Wendy's with me. Got some steps in too.